Good morning, Camels, and welcome to Wake Up CU, the talk show by students for students. I'm Taylor Deckert, and hosting the show with me is Gray Barnhill.
Thanks, Taylor. We're back from our hurricane break, and we hope everyone made it back to campus safely. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those who lost homes, belongings, and loved ones because of Hurricane Florence.
And we're very thankful for that it wasn't too bad on campus, especially compared to how badly other areas are affected. Speaking of the hurricane, that's the first talking point in our hot topics, so let's jump into it.
So Hurricane Florence was crazy.
Yeah.
There so far has been an estimated 45 people died because of it.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a big storm, and even coming to North Carolina as a Category 2, Category 1, it was a lot less than what we thought. Here is a video from the Frying Pan Tower that a lot of people watch on Twitter and Facebook. It was a live video feed that they played through YouTube, but the flag's actually still flying on that pole.
Really? That's
yeah,
awesome.
So they've left it up through the relief and everything that everyone's been helping out with, so that's really awesome.
And the Cape Fear River here in Lillington, it crested at over 60 feet, which is huge. Like, I was so scared driving over it. I went to go talk to a reporter down there. Like, I went to go take some pictures just because I was one of the first ones back on Monday. And I was like, this is real bad. Like, yeah. I was worried it was gonna like take our bridge out.
The water was like way higher than I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
So that's really scary. Also, there were a lot of chickens that were like in poultry farms and things that died, and pigs on hog farms and things like that. So very sad.
But on a positive note, did you see the clip of the Weather Channel guy?
Which one?
The one he was like out there and he's like, oh, like it's awful out here. The winds are crazy. And then behind him you see two pedestrians walking.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, is that fake news? Like, what is this?
Yeah,
and so it got so much attention on social media. And the Weather Channel actually spoke about it, and they were like, we support his actions because he was in the grass rather than the concrete where the people were walking. So they were like, they might be different conditions. It was really interesting.
There was some like space in between them, so I don't doubt that there could have been different conditions, but like, I guess you never really know.
Yep, you never know
what could be happening there.
Did you watch the Emmys?
I saw parts of it. I didn't watch the whole thing. What was your favorite part of the Emmys?
I didn't actually watch it, but there was actually a proposal on the Emmys this year. The name, what's his name? Glenn Wise proposed to his girlfriend Jan, and he had just won an award for outstanding directing. So it was really cool. It was really moving. It kind of brought a lot of people to tears. So that was really cool to see and read about. I was like, oh, it's so sentimental.
How many people can be like, oh yeah, I got engaged too on the.
I don't think any. I think that's the first
on the Emmys.
First time.
Yeah, that's like really cool. So, what do you think about the fact that like a lot of streaming services got most of the awards of the Emmys?
I mean, it's new media, new TVs coming out. I mean, I watch Netflix more than I do real TV, but that's different for you though, right?
I watch real TV like often. I like watch the news. I like a lot of morning talk shows, so like I watch those. And if there's like a TV show that like might be on Netflix or something that like hasn't come out yet and it's like on live TV, I'm gonna watch it there, especially if I'm caught up. But I still watch a lot of Netflix and Hulu, so it's just interesting to be able to see that like Netflix is really taking over.
Yes, but there are still some shows that are like standing out. Like Grey's Anatomy starts back this week, and my roommates and I like love that show so much, and it's a 2-hour season opener, so it's gonna be like so exciting.
Yeah, my roommate put like in his schedule from like 8 to 9 o'clock or whatever on Thursday nights. He's
2
busy.
hours.
Is it 2
8
hours?
to 10.
Okay, well.
Update.
He's busy on Thursday
We'll make
nights,
sure we tell him that.
So, anyway, speaking of people that are taking over, Elon Musk is the owner of SpaceX, and we talked about him a little bit last season. But he is actually working on getting people into space, like regular people, not just astronauts going to do studies. So they're hoping by 2023 that they're going to have people going up into space, but that date is a little wish-washy because we're not really sure what could be happening
And
there.
there is a person, a businessman, who has already like purchased 12 seats, which that's a little insane because can they fit 12 people in a aircraft like that? Like a space shuttle?
So I think currently the rocket that they have can only fit 2 people.
So they're gonna have to make some
So like
improvements to that.
There's a lot of things they have to do, and I know the space shuttle has been like taken out of commission, but that was a NASA thing. SpaceX is its like own company completely.
Okay.
So we like don't really know what could be happening next. But that was just the businessman that had bought those seats. That news kind of came out recently, but all of this was announced in 2016.
Okay, so this is kind of some old news.
Yeah, but we've been working on it. We're gonna see. Would you go to space?
I don't think I would. I don't know. I'm kind of one of those people that like, if I go on a hike or a big old trip or something, I'm like, I get there and I'm like, oh, 10 minutes, view. Okay, I'm ready to go home now. So I went to Hawaii this summer, and that's what we did. We went on a hike to this waterfall. It's like a 2-hour hike, and we got there, and then I looked at it, and I was like, wow, this water is really cold. Okay, this is really cool. I'm ready to go back now. So that's just kind of how I am now.
Right. It's
What
like
about
once you get there, you've seen it, and then like you're
Yeah.
done. Gotcha. For me, I think it would be fun to go to space. I don't know. I took an astronomy class in high school, and out of my entire class, I was like best ability to be able to go to space. Like I had the most training, I guess you could say. But I don't know if that has anything to do with like survival skills of like me doing scout stuff and like things like that. So,
I was a Girl Scout, so
hey.
maybe that could help us on our trip to the moon.
So have you ever seen Space Jam?
I have. I went to Music Bingo. We did some like Space Jam.
So there's actually a second one that's rumored to be coming out.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
And so in the original Space Jam, Michael Jordan was like the main person, and this one is supposed to be featuring LeBron James.
That'll be really cool. He's a pretty funny guy, so I mean, I think it'll be a good.
And funny
start
guys,
off.
Kevin Hart is also rumored to be in the movie.
Ah,
and he's hilarious.
Cool. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So is it a sequel, or is it
I don't
just
know.
gonna be
They're
like
calling
the
it Space
same?
Jam 2, but I don't know. My guess is it's a sequel
Okay.
because it's not just like a remake of it with a different people. Because I think that movie is popular enough that like if you do a remake, it's not going to be like you can't top the first one.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Have you heard? Justin Bieber has apparently gotten married to his fiancée, Hailey Baldwin. He's been engaged for 2 months, but that was a picture of him last year compared to this year. And it's very odd. And his hairstyle now is just very grungy.
It's interesting because he like went dark on social media,
Yeah.
like didn't post much, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, I'm engaged, and we're gonna get married like tomorrow," and I was like, "What?"
But everybody's saying that they're already engaged, or not engaged, they're married. And so it's like his mom's saying like love is unconditional. They're both really strong Christians, so I mean, it could be true. I'm not sure, but my childhood dream of Justin Bieber
there's
is
that
gone.
tweet again. I also just think it's funny because it's like he moved to North Carolina, and with the Hurricane Florence that came through, like the humidity that's in the air makes his hair look disgusting.
Yeah, who knows? I just haven't washed it in a while. So.
Yeah, you're not going to see me with that long of hair, that's for sure. That's for sure. So, speaking of social media, there is this model that I want you to see.
Okay.
And I think we have some pictures of her. Here she is.
Is that a person?
Yeah, well, kind of. So she has 1.4 million followers on Instagram,
Okay.
which I think is ridiculous.
I mean, she looks like so perfect. Like, look
Yeah.
at that. Her eyebrows, her hair, those freckles are like spot on. Like, my freckles need to do that.
So, fun fact, she's a CGI influencer. She's artificial intelligence.
So that's a robot.
So yeah, she's a robot.
What?
But
so
there have been multiple like robots taking over the modeling industry.
Interesting. I wonder if half those followers even know if she's a robot or not.
I don't know. And one of the things too, like of course you have like followers that aren't like really followers on your like on everyone's social media, but I wonder if like all those people are real or if those are like, oh, we're just trying to get her like really famous,
Like,
and they just like made
bump her
accounts
up,
to like
yeah.
put things on there. So
Fake friends.
I don't know, but yeah, there are actually models who are worried that these robots are going to take their jobs because like essentially they're perfect people. Like for like fashion wise,
Yeah,
like
I
the way
can see
they
it.
look.
They're made to what they want to advertise or what they want to like size 0, size 2.
Right,
Like,
right.
I can see that happening. All right, so question. Coke
Shoot.
or Pepsi?
Oh, I am definitely a Pepsi kind of person. Born in the Carolinas, home is where it's at. I've always been a Pepsi
Nice.
guy. What about you?
I also like Pepsi, but I really like Coke Zero. But Campbell doesn't have Coke Zero anymore because we just got a new contract with Pepsi. And so all of those really cool like drink lifestyle Coke machines are replaced with Pepsi products. They still have Dr. Pepper though, so
Oh, well, that's a plus.
that's a plus.
Gotta have Dr. Pepper.
That's my favorite. So
Yeah, Pepsi, I almost think it's a good change. All of our sports teams in the Big South network, Big South has been sponsored by Pepsi for a long time. So I think we could just kind of be following them.
yeah,
And, like,
they got
joining in
Gatorade
the-
now.
Right,
So instead of
Powerade. Love me some Gatorade.
Yes.
It's so good.
Something that I didn't know that I read in the Campbell Times was that Mountain Dew is North Carolina's favorite soft drink,
Interesting.
and it's a Pepsi product. So
My
now it's
roommate
famous.
drinks Mountain Dew like it's going out of style.
Really?
Like he drinks
Oh
a lot of
my
Mountain Dew.
goodness.
Every night before bed he has a Mountain Dew.
How does he sleep?
I don't know. I don't know how he
Oh
does
my
it.
gosh, I don't think I could do
But
that.
yeah, he does.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, to pair your beverage, you got to have some food with it. So how about some Bacon Day tomorrow?
I'm so excited about Bacon Day. I look forward to Bacon Day every single year.
Have you been every year?
Every year I've gotten
So
all the
have I.
t-shirts.
Senior year, got to do it again.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna be there like first in line. You're gonna catch me out there for sure.
My favorite thing is the bacon donuts. I don't know if they're gonna have that this
The
year. but
maple like bacon donuts, those are good.
They're really good.
I always like the bacon mac and cheese.
That's a good one as
the
well.
pizza, I'm always down for some pizza. They normally have like turkey bacon too, which like I'm not a huge fan of it, but like I'll have a slice because it's bacon,
Yup.
kinda.
And the T-shirt. Last year's T-shirt was amazing.
Was
I don't know.
that the navy one with
Yes.
the yeah. I really
So,
like that one.
I don't think they're going to be able to top that design this year, but the new graphic design chairs are really awesome. So she might pull something out of her
We
sleeve.
will have to see because I know that like in the past we've had some interesting ones. So our freshman year it was the surfboard
Yeah, it was
the,
a
like,
camel riding on a surfboard of bacon.
of bacon, right? And then our sophomore year it was Gaylord like lifting weights with bacon.
Oh, yep, I remember that.
And then last year was the really nice one.
It was just such a cute design. Like you wouldn't tell it was like a bacon day.
It was like simple.
It's
was like
something I would wear. I mean, I
yeah,
still wear it.
I
so.
wear it often.
What's your favorite Campbell T-shirt?
I don't know. That's a hard one. I really like the Christmas tree lighting T-shirt from
are always
a few
popular.
years ago that had Santa being pulled by a bunch of camels over D Ridge.
Oh, I didn't know it was over D
Yeah,
Ridge.
yeah.
I don't think I got that.
It's a
t-shirt.
navy long sleeve. I don't know. I really like that one. So props to SGA for that one.
Nice.
But Cab does a lot of T-shirts, and I'm all about some T-shirts. I've been keeping up with my T-shirts lately.
Have you hit 100 yet?
I have not hit 100. I'm at 95.
Ooh, you're getting close.
So I'm hoping by the end of this semester I'm gonna hit 100. But Bacon Day on Tuesday, that'll be 96. And I know Christmas tree lighting's coming up, so that'll be at least 97.
There's got to be some more T-shirts
I
thrown
think there's
in there somewhere.
there's an event coming up in November, like about turkey, like Thanksgiving something, and there's a T-shirt there. So that's 98.
We'll keep y'all updated on the free T-shirts.
I'll let you know when I hit 100. I'll let you guys know for sure.
They're my favorite.
For sure, yeah.
Yes. All right, so that's all for our hot topics, but stay tuned for the Campbell Now Minute.
Welcome back for the Campbell News Minute. CAB's annual Bacon Day is tomorrow, beginning at 5 o'clock in the Remley Center. Come out and enjoy some free food that includes pizza, mac and cheese, bacon-covered donuts, and of course, a free t-shirt. Over the summer, WTVD, otherwise known as ABC 11, gave CUTV new monitors, desks, and cameras to update our studio. Campbell now will be having a ribbon cutting ceremony for the new set to thank them for their generosity. Everyone is invited to this event on Tuesday, September 25th at 11 o'clock in the TV studio. The Student Government Association has rescheduled freshman elections for Wednesday, September 26th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in front of D-Rich. The positions on the ballot include president, vice president, secretary and treasurer, and class representatives for the freshmen. Freshmen, make sure that you get out and vote on Wednesday. This weekend is Family Weekend, Campbells. Your families are invited to come enjoy Campbell's campus and some fun activities. There is a $10 registration fee, and you can register online at Campbell's website and view the schedule for the weekend. On Friday, we will start with a packet pickup registration from 3 to 5. At 7 p.m., there will be a choice of 3 different activities: a volleyball game, a men's soccer game with fireworks, or Campus Family Feud. Your family can then end the night in Sailor Park with a bonfire, s'mores, music, and lots of games. That's your News Minute. After this, we'll have a game, so stay tuned.
Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
All right, welcome back. Gray and I are playing a game called Finish the Line. It's very simple, just finish the line.
All right.
So when I study,
I sit in bed with food and my computer studying. That's how I do it. College students should never.
College students should never be late.
That's a good one.
College professors get angry when?
You disrespect them.
Yeah,
They
that's
like
very
get,
true.
you don't want to be rude, so. Buying books for my classes.
Is expensive. I don't like
True.
buying books.
Yeah, it's fine.
The parking on campus.
Is busy.
Yes, it is.
There's we're lucky that we have parking, period. So
Yeah.
thankful for
There's
that.
prime times. It's 9 a.m., 12, and 1 are the worst times on Monday, Wednesday,
I
Friday.
think it's because everyone has classes at that point. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The most fun thing about college.
Oh, I love everything about college. So everything.
All of it, the homework,
All
the stress,
of
the
above.
papers. Okay, that's
I
good.
only get to experience that once in my life. So.
That's true. That's true.
If you arrive late for class.
You should not arrive late for class. But if you do arrive late for class, just walk in quietly, sit down, and then talk to your professor after class to see what you missed.
I was about to say, that's
Yeah.
something, if I'm late, I'm talk to you. I pull them aside right after.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Living in a dorm. I never forget it's my turn. Okay, living in a dorm.
Is the best experience ever. I loved
agree.
it.
I would go
every second of
back to living in a dorm right now.
I always tell my freshmen to embrace every second of it because they're like, oh, my roommate and I are fighting, and I'm like, oh, well, make up and get over it.
Be friends.
You've got 1 year. Because then I moved into an apartment after my freshman year. So
Yeah,
that
see,
was
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paying tuition always.
Hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But
And
I know I
there's-
have to do it. So.
And there's those nice scholarships that get thrown in sometimes.
That's true. Thankful for
Yes.
scholarships. Thank you to everyone who gives to Campbell University. It's a wonderful thing. A place I've always wanted to travel is.
Well, I checked off Hawaii this summer, so I'm going to say Italy.
Italy's
It's
a good
one
spot.
day. Or
It's a good
Ireland. I have a friend going there, so I might go and
Ooh.
visit her this summer.
Ireland has orange in their flag, and orange is my favorite color. So like.
Are you just being biased because you're at Campbell University?
No, orange has always been my favorite color. So, yeah.
Students hate it when professors.
Don't give study guides. I like study guides.
See, I would say like when they change the syllabus, which is going to be forced to happen to like every single class at Campbell because of the hurricane.
But like changing the syllabus, like you just give an updated one, and it's like, okay, you're good. But like, especially if you've never had a professor before, and then you like have the first test, and you like don't really know what you're expecting, then it's like hard. But.
All right, it's your turn.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you said that. When taking a college exam.
Don't procrastinate. Study, study, study. That's one thing that I'm very guilty of. Focus. I can't study in the library.
I can't either. I know too many people.
Yeah. The most boring thing about college?
I don't know. I really like college.
Like all the above.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The most boring thing, probably classes that are not in my major.
Oh, like
I'm
those
like
gen ed
classes because I'm interested in the stuff that I'm learning in my major classes. So like the gen ed classes that I had to do like freshman, sophomore year, those are a lot more difficult.
There were some good gen ed classes. I really enjoyed sociology. Like,
oh, me too. I did enjoy sociology. It was a good class.
All right.
When writing a paper, you should
use those databases that the library provides. I literally do all my research from it. In the Cuffs class that I'm a mentor in, we just talked about all those resources and how students can kind of get all their sources from. And it was a really good refresher as a senior because I'm like, man, I just need to go into OneSearch.
I'm doing an independent study right now, and I've used OneSearch, but then there's also, a lot of people don't know, there's like specific databases within the library that like you can find specific things just by going to that database.
Yep,
so,
I
like,
use the communication one a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Do I ask this one?
Yeah, you're the last. Yep.
All right. If I'm sleepy in class.
I go get a soda, because I don't like coffee.
So yeah, I'd say get a coffee and get over it.
Get something good. Anyway, we're gonna go one more commercial, and we'll be right back with some more Monday motivation.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
You go and step out of the vehicle for me?
See ya, buddy. Good luck.
So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
We are back, and before we end, we're going to start a new thing this week with some Monday motivation. So it's Taylor's turn to have that. So Taylor, what do we have?
So today I found a quote, and it says, ask yourself if what you're doing today is getting you closer to where you want to be tomorrow. I really like this quote because, I mean, it's so positive, and I'm a very positive person. Everybody needs a little positivity in their life. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that note. And that's all from us today. Make sure to watch our other shows on Monday and Wednesday nights.
And that's another episode of
Wake Up, See You.